Caitlin Clark was denied the WNBA All-Star MVP in Chicago, and many fans believe it wasn't an accident. According to the claims surrounding the game, someone in the WNBA office made a decision right before tip-off that completely changed Clark's scoring opportunities, and we're going to break down exactly why people believe that happened. But that's only part of the story. During the same All-Star weekend, Paige Bueckers and Angel Reese also did something that many fans called completely disrespectful. Stay with us until the end because you'll hear both stories, and you'll also find out what Clark said during the All-Star game after she finally reached her breaking point. Show your support for Caitlin in the comments below, and let us know why you think she deserved the MVP award.
You going for MVP now? I'm just gonna keep going.
While almost every other All-Star was posting selfies from parties around Chicago, where was Caitlin Clark on Thursday and Friday night? She wasn't at a nightclub or relaxing on a rooftop with a drink. Instead, she was rushing from one appearance to the next because that's what her All-Star weekend really looked like. All-Star weekend is supposed to be a reward, with photo shoots, events, parties, and a chance to enjoy everything players have accomplished during the season. But Clark's schedule looked nothing like a vacation. It was packed from start to finish, more like one long workday after another, with barely a moment to catch her breath.
With the sharpshooter, Caitlin Clark.
She showed up for State Farm activations, Wilson events, and Nike, where she debuted a new colorway for her signature Nike Caitlin 1 shoe. Most players don't even have a signature shoe, but Clark spent her All-Star weekend promoting hers instead of treating the event like a vacation. She also made time for charity appearances, fan meet and greets, and sponsor events, greeting fans with a smile at every stop. Meanwhile, most other All-Stars made headlines for their outfits or parties, while Clark stayed in the spotlight because of her impact. Fans waited for hours just to get a photo or autograph from her. The ticket prices told the same story. Last year, when Clark missed the All-Star game, resale tickets were around $71. This year, with her back, they jumped to about $343. The league benefited, but everyone knew exactly which player was driving that demand.
You always remember why you play the game. Like, I play it because I love it, and I haven't lost that joy, and I haven't lost that love of the game that I had when I first got here.
I do have a gift for all of us. Something besides that. Sure, don't worry. I'm gonna get everybody else to pair my shoes too. I just want to that. So. Pretty cool. Thank you.
Here's what makes it even bigger. Clark isn't just another player who can coast through All-Star weekend. She's already the league's most watched and talked about star, with cameras following her every move. Even with all that attention, she still showed up for every event on her schedule. None of those appearances replaced her game preparation, they were added on top of it. On Friday night, she was meeting fans, signing autographs, and representing the league, then expected to take the court Saturday with the same energy that made her the biggest reason All-Star ticket prices skyrocketed.
Let me know if you're comfortable. These are cute!
My long-term goal is obviously to inspire people all over the world. I mean, I feel like we're just beginning to scratch the surface.
Imagine where that left her before the game. After spending the entire weekend carrying the league's spotlight, rushing from one appearance to the next, and making time for every fan, Clark walked onto the court already exhausted. None of that work was required, but she chose to do it anyway. Then, according to claims surrounding the game, a decision made behind the scenes changed the entire feel of the contest before it even began, becoming one of the biggest talking points of All-Star Weekend.
A record-setting scorer and one of the game's premier facilitators makes her third All-Star appearance from the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark! This Dallas wing is...
Look at the box score, and it seems like a quiet game. Clark finished with 17 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds in just 21 minutes. Those are solid numbers, but not the performance many expected from the player who drove ticket prices higher and helped sell out the arena. That's why the box score doesn't tell the whole story. It misses how she scored, the attention she drew, and the impact she made that never fully shows up in the stats.
Clark has talked about being excited to play with Olivia Miles as Clark puts in the first points of tonight's All-Star game. And here is Clark. Clark pulling and hitting on a deep. Players going up against each other. Howard having an incredible year for the Lynx. Clark again on a bomb. Here's Clark. Will she try again? You bet! Caitlin Clark with 3 logo bombs within the first 3 minutes.
From the opening minutes, Clark set the tone. She jumped into a passing lane for a steal and took it the other way without hesitation. Then she pulled up from well beyond the logo, drilling deep threes that few players would even attempt. Her aggressive start gave Team Collier an early spark, pushing the pace and raising the energy of the game. She wasn't just scoring points, she was setting the standard. On the defensive end, where effort often fades in an All-Star game, Clark still competed. She challenged shots, jumped passing lanes, and fought through screens, making an impact that went far beyond the box score.
With a steal, 1-point Team Spoon lead. Clark connects on the 3, 4-3 of the half. Asia Wilson getting the block and then saying, hey, I wasn't even trying to there. Asia Wilson and Angel Reese hugging. How excited they were to play together here in the All-Star game as Wilson flicks it in off the feet. Backing away, firing a deep 3 and hitting.
Now compare that with Jonquil Jones, who won the All-Star MVP award. She finished with 22 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists while becoming the first player to win MVP honors in the league, the Commissioner's Cup, the WNBA Finals, and the All-Star Game. It was a historic performance, and the box score clearly supported her case. With more points, rebounds, and assists, it's easy to understand why the award went her way based on the numbers alone.
How are we feeling going into the game? I know there's no 4-point line this year, so things maybe are looking a little different.
Things have not started off very well.
Yeah, I didn't even know that until now.
Took it away.
What are we going to shoot?
I don't know what we're going to do all night.
You can still shoot from 4-point range.
Yeah.
You can.
I don't know.
You're not rewarded for it.
Yeah.
But here's where the story gets more complicated. Clark knocked down 5 threes, many from the deep range that matched the special 4-point line the WNBA had originally planned for the All-Star game. That line was meant to reward the kind of long-distance shooting that has become one of her biggest strengths. However, it was reportedly removed before tip-off with little explanation. As a result, several of Clark's made threes would have counted for 4 points under the original format. If that rule had stayed, her total could have climbed into the low 20s, leading many fans to wonder whether it might have changed the MVP race.
Clark on the drive, backs it away, wants Jones, finds her. Jones a 3 is good. Jonquil. Here's Clark, whips it underneath. Iria Finn will lay it in. Here's Clark, back to Jones. Jones rumbling in, will lay it in.
Think about the timing of that decision. The production plans, uniforms, and broadcast graphics had already been built around the 4-point line that had been promoted for weeks. Then, just before the player most likely to benefit from it took the court, it was reportedly removed without a clear explanation. That's why so many fans started asking questions. If the 4-point line had remained, Clark could have finished as the leading scorer on the winning team, and the MVP race might have looked very different. What do you think? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to leave a like. Meanwhile, during Media Day, reporters asked every All-Star who they believed would eventually break the WNBA scoring record. Many fans noticed one name was often left out. Just a week earlier, Clark had erupted for 45 points and 10 assists against the Seattle Storm, delivering one of the biggest performances of the season. With that game still fresh in everyone's mind, many fans felt she was impossible to overlook.
Moreno tied the WNBA scoring record with 53 points in a game. Which current player do you think is going to break that record?
I'm going to have to go with Nafisa or Asia.
We have so many great players in this league. It really feels like anyone, any night could break that. I mean, Moreno could break her own record. Like, there's so many potentials, I don't even know if I could name one.
I could see Asia breaking that. Asia, I mean, she's tied also with 53. She's incredible. I think she'll break it, definitely, eventually.
I'd probably say Asia Wilson.
Shoot, I'm going to go Asia again. She's going to re-break it because she's just that good, that efficient. She's already done it once, so she knows what it feels like. So yeah, I'm going to go Asia.
And yet, when Paige Buchers was asked that question, she didn't mention Clark. Angel Reese was asked as well, and neither of them brought up the player who had just scored 45 points and 10 assists against Seattle a week earlier. Instead, they named other players, leading many fans to question their responses. To some, it didn't feel like an oversight. It felt like a deliberate choice.
And then it just felt like women's basketball just took the world by storm, and rightfully so. So I'm not, and I felt bad because I felt like jealous in a way, and I felt like envious, and I've never been that type of person where I don't want other people to succeed. Like, I want everyone around me to succeed, like, more than I want myself to succeed.
Now compare that with how Clark's teammates and others around the league have spoken about her. Sophie Cunningham has repeatedly defended her in interviews, while Lexi Hull has praised her as a teammate who has earned respect through her play. Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell have also credited Clark for her leadership, playmaking, and ability to make everyone around her better. Because of that, many fans see a divide between players who openly praise her and others who rarely mention her. The atmosphere shifted again when former President Barack Obama stepped onto the court. With cameras following him, he walked straight toward Clark, creating one of the most talked about moments of the entire All-Star weekend.
Oh, hey, Caitlin, how are you? Really nice to meet you. You're great. You're fantastic.
Thank you.
Don't let all this nonsense get you down.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, I always say one of the things that was luckiest for me was I didn't get famous till I was like 45. So I was an old man. I mean, you're my daughter's age. They're not to have that much, burden and nonsense.
Now compare that with how Clark's teammates and others around the league have spoken about her. Sophie Cunningham has repeatedly defended her in interviews, while Lexi Hull has praised her as a teammate who has earned respect through her play. Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell have also credited Clark for her leadership, playmaking, and ability to make everyone around her better. Because of that, many fans see a divide between players who openly praise her and others who rarely mention her. The atmosphere shifted again when former President Barack Obama stepped onto the court. With cameras following him, he walked straight toward Clark, creating one of the most talked about moments of the entire All-Star weekend.
So don't lose that joy. The game's like the game. And you're a hooper. And you hoop.
I try, sometimes.
No, you always hoop.
Thanks.
And you're on a nice little run right now.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
You mind if I get a picture?
Yeah, come on.
Ready?
Come on.
So cute. Wait, guys, get in with me too.
Come on.
Nice to meet you.
Come on.
Fans had been waiting all weekend for Clark to speak her mind, and at halftime she finally did. Surrounded by cameras and microphones, she was asked about the level of competition. Clark didn't dodge the question or give a scripted answer. She said the effort from some All-Stars wasn't where it should have been and that fans deserved a better product. She even said fans were being scammed, arguing that people spent their money and time expecting to see the league's best players compete at a high level from start to finish.
I'm going to you next because you set the tone right out of the gate. You came out firing and kind of
pick it up. I think we should pick it up more. Come on, let's play a little bit.
Play a little bit. I like it. It has set a different tone. Why did you want to do that?
I mean, I think these fans, like, they pay a lot of money to get in the door. Like, let's not just walk around. Like, we don't need to go 100%, but like, let's pick it up and have some fun for them.
Think about what that meant. Fans paid ticket prices that rose from around $70 to more than $300, traveled to Chicago, bought jerseys, and waited in long lines expecting to see the league's best compete. Clark's message was simple: the game might not count in the standings, but the fans' money and time were real, so the effort should be too. She backed that up with her own play, diving for loose balls, sprinting back on defense, and competing at full speed in an exhibition where many players held back. Later, during an interview with Malika Andrews, Clark was asked about the criticism she's faced throughout the season. She calmly replied that she wouldn't judge or make assumptions about someone's character without truly knowing them, making it clear she wasn't interested in judging others or being judged that way herself.
Caitlin Clark, and Dominique Malonga, get up here, both of you. 5 threes to start this game. You really set the tone. Your team wanted to win. Why was it so important to you? This is supposed to be fun, but you guys were super competitive.
I think we just wanted to put on a show for all the fans, so I thought we wanted to make it fun. We appreciate everybody coming out. It was a fun time. Chicago put on a great All-Star, so we're just thankful for all these people that showed up.
None of this happened by accident. Throughout the weekend, Clark balanced charity events, fan meet and greets, sponsor appearances, and still gave full effort once the game started. At halftime, she simply said what she believed the fans deserved, and her comments quickly spread across social media. For many fans, the contrast was obvious. Clark spent the weekend working and competing, while others seemed to treat it more like a break. That became one of the biggest stories of All-Star Weekend. Back in Indiana, Clark, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell continue building one of the league's strongest teams. Fans say that's why they keep supporting Clark, because of her effort, honesty, and respect for the game. Let us know in the comments if you think Clark deserved the All-Star MVP. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more updates.